today, we are going to be talking about going from a career pivot to aligned success. I'm Portia Johnson, and I'm really excited to dive a little bit deeper into this topic with you all. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a rough outline of what we're going to discuss today. And if you'd like, you can scan the code here. It will go to my website. I'll talk a little bit more about that, what I do, and how I can help you. So today we'll be talking about, again, I'll give an intro to myself. I'll talk about my career pivot story, discovering human design, how that really helped me lean into being a guide to my clients and just the wrong approach to business that I had before. And then from there, what I learned how to build an aligned business. And again, lastly, I'll wrap up with how we can work together and just some final takeaways from the discussion today. So let's dive into it. A little bit about myself. So, I'm Portia Johnson. I am a generative AI project management consultant. I help businesses streamline their operations, their workflow, implementing AI strategies, all with ease and flow. Should not have to feel like you're hustling, you're burning yourself out to stay up with the latest trends in AI. Doesn't have to feel that way. So I have 10 years of experience in project management. I have a PMP, I have a CSM, and I'm just really passionate about that balance of efficiency and also alignment. So I specialize in optimizing business processes without feeling burned out. We can all use a little less burnout, right? So my work is really rooted in strategy, flow, human centered systems that really help me create a sustainable level of success. So that's a little bit about me. So let's dive into it. My career pivot story. So I didn't start in tech. I'm a career changer. So I made a career transition into software engineering, thinking that that was going to be my path to success. I had worked in an admin position for a little bit. I unfortunately was laid off, and I said, you know what? I'm going to get some hard skills. I'm going to completely change my mindset, and I'm going to go into a new industry. After some time, though, I realized I was really forcing myself into a role that didn't really align with my strengths or my energy. And so I started reflecting on, what do I love? What am I good at? What's actually a skill that's in demand? And that's when I kind of, over time, many startups later, and many different roles later, I stumbled upon technical program management. And I just absolutely felt that this was aligned for me. I pivoted, and it was the perfect balance of project management, strategy, and operations, and all these things that I had gained and these skills that I gained throughout my journey all accumulated into this role. And I said, you know what? I can take this experience and I can create a consulting business and do this for myself. And that's when I really found my true zone of genius. So, one of the takeaways I want to mention is success isn't just about a skill. It doesn't have to be what society thinks you should do. It has to be about what's aligned to your strengths and your particular energy. And we'll dive a little bit more into that in the future as well. So, yeah, like I said here, this is kind of a picture when I was in my coding boot camp. It was a 4-month, very intense full stack development coding program. I got through it, but I just felt like something was still off and it wasn't quite my path. Okay, so then I discovered human design. So at this point, I was hustling and grinding and feeling really out of sync. And that's when I was introduced to human design. I had my first reading, and it just absolutely changed my life. It revealed that I'm a projector, that's my energy type. And so it meant that I'm meant to guide. I'm not really here to grind and work a ton of hours. I'm really here to work smarter and not harder and to guide others and how to do that. So, human design basically is just a system that helps you understand your energy and it helps you with decision making, your learning style. And I just took that knowledge and applied it to how I run my business as an entrepreneur. But you can also apply it to how you design your life personally as well. And so it just completely shaped my approach to work and what success means for me. And so um, then I focus on my projector energy in particular. So I leverage my strengths. I work really really good in short, high impact bursts. So that can be a 4 hour block of intense work time. Works really great for me. I'm really good at understanding high level systems and solving problems and leading others. And so I incorporate that into my service offerings as a business owner. So I'm doing work that feels good to me. Time just passes by, doesn't feel like work, which is absolutely wonderful and what my particular version of success means to me. And so, again, providing high level strategy is one thing that is really, really keen with my energy type. What you'll see here in this picture is actually a chart. So, human design basically is based on your birth chart. So, your location, your time, where you were born, all of those amazing things are totally unique to you. And human design is centered around that. So, you can just see here in this photo is a photo of a human design, a birth chart. And that's really where you get all these valuable nuggets and insights come from there. So this was my aha moment. And I said, you know what? I need to change the way that I'm working to match my natural alignment and flow. And that's where I'm going to find my key to success. And it's happened. Okay. All right. So next, my entrepreneurship approach was completely wrong. It was ingrained in my mind to focus on hustling and grinding and pushing and um, trying to just not work in alignment with my flow in terms of how I find clients, how I talk about my business. It was an energy of desperation and force. And ultimately, because of that, I was met with blockers and stumbling blocks in my pathway to figuring out my services, figuring out how I can market myself to clients. And so there's a lot of hustle, a lot of nonstop. Nonstop hustle, constantly having to push harder, leading to burnout, leading to completely ignoring my specific energy. And then from there, again, with that hustle equally comes the grind. So the more I kept pushing, the more I faced resistance. It was really an uphill battle for myself and just became constantly fatigued. And in a way, I started to feel. I started to feel animosity towards my business, a business that I loved, but I just strategically, my approach to it was not in alignment with what it should have been. So, I had to ask myself, what if success didn't have to feel so exhausting? Right. So I decided to experiment. What if I only worked 20 hours a week? What if I prioritized my flow over forcing things? And so, fast forward today, I work less than 20 hours a week. I make a full time income, and I really have the balance that I truly need for success for myself. So that was where I shifted from hustle to alignment, from grind to flow. And it's just been really effortless. And I've fallen in love with my business. And so that's what has come from that shift. Okay, and so then from there, I've just started aligning my business to my strengths, and that's where we start getting into a good groove with things. And I also want to talk a little bit about what I do now. So, as a Gen AI project management consultant, I've been able to build a really, really awesome business where I focus on high impact work that really lights me up. So, some of the projects that I have worked on could be building chatbots for clients, sales and marketing automation for clients, leveraging AI for internal processes, right? Creating libraries for your AI prompts, creating internal tools for operational efficiency, right? So, those are things, when you align your work with what you love, what you're good at, and what's in demand, things just start to flow effortlessly. And this is what happened for me. So, this has been a really windy journey, a lot of experiments and ups and downs, but I've finally found a place that I've landed at a place that just feels really good and focuses on my strengths. And so this is just a picture of me at a coffee shop, and I'm just kind of talking, working on some client work and doing a strategy session for one of my clients there. So, um, yeah, that's how I align my business to my strengths. And next, we have how we can work together. So, um, the best way to really start working with me or to get connected with me, if you want to learn a little bit more about human design, more about strategy, operations, project management, is to sign up for my newsletter. So you could have scanned the code in the beginning, but I also have my website, another slide as well. And so you can get first access to what I'm working on, my thoughts on AI, my thoughts on project management, my thoughts on strategic planning, and just get first access to some things that I'm working on in the pipeline, whether it be I have a VIP day that I'm working on. It could be retainer based project management services. It could be, I also have a free AI strategy call. So stay connected with me and we can work together. If you'd like to learn more about human design personally, or if you are a business owner and you'd like to figure out how you can be more in flow and more aligned in your energy for your business, I will be happy to guide you and work with you on that journey. Um, Okay, and so lastly, some final takeaways from today. If you only take one thing from this conversation, you don't have to force success. It should be aligned and fulfilling to you, and it should flow naturally for you. So the key to is designing a career and business in a way that supports you, and that's why I love human design so much. Is the anchor of how I structure my business, because it is totally unique to yourself, to your birth information. It's not like anyone else. And so you can really tailor these strategies and customize them and personalize them to you to find a business or a skill that is aligned with what will ultimately bring you success. So when you stop fighting against your natural flow, you unlock ease and clarity and abundance. Trust me, it's out there. So let's connect. You can find me at portiajohnson.com. You can message me on LinkedIn, and I would love to continue this conversation with you. So I hope my story really inspired you to kind of rethink what success looks like for you. And I'm just excited to connect with you. And thank you for listening to my story on how I pivoted my career and ultimately how I have found aligned success. I want the same for all of you. So thank you so much for your time today and have an amazing day. Thank you.